I need to see what
Fine by me.
he has. Normal clothing. So we need to get an armor for him. And we're on our way to Boulder City. Helios 1 is on the way there. Yeah. Since my charisma is pretty much bottom of the barrel stuff, we're very likely to lose every companion we'll ever get. But I don't want to give up on them. I'll make as much of an effort to keep them alive as I can reasonably be expected, but I'm using explosives. It's just a matter of time before I'm going to throw them one badly, or it hits some kind of an object. So, or they walk over a mine right at the correct time. So I have very, 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 very low hopes about any of them surviving. I don't think we'll go to Helios 1 now. We could, but not now. I still want some kind of armor for you. He's a sniper, so... And I'm not at that high of a level. So I'm hoping level scaling will work for us at this point. That's what I'm at least hoping. What weapon do you have? What kind of sniper rifle? I have never seen that. Is that a unique weapon, or is
Fine
that
by
a...
me.
Do I need to give you ammunition? Usually companions seem to have at least some weapons they have infinite ammunition for. So I'm going to just assume that's the case here. If he tries to go... What are you doing? Are you swimming in the middle of it? Yeah, I think Boone might not survive too long. There's a group of neutrals here. Ooh, that's a trading caravan. We'll trail them. They should be able to provide us with some protection. Or if things get bad, they'll be the ones who get killed instead of Boone and Evie. I'll try to see if I can buy some kind of cheap armor.
Hey there. Need anything?
I need armor.
Sure. Here's what I've got.
Dragon's Breath. Okay. Reduce damage. This can't be it. It has to do something else. Flechette. Stack magazine. Okay, that wasn't what I was here for. 2,000 caps. Jesus. Plasma grenades. Oh, okay, I need to see if I can sell stuff to her. She has amazing equipment. Do you have 9mm ammunition? No, of course you don't. What was I thinking? We have to... As much as I like pistols, and I intend to stick with them, 9mm is not. We need to get rid of that, please. Gecko sticks. We'll sell the hides. Yeah, hunting revolver. It just isn't my thing. I dislike the fact that it has a scope. That's pretty much it. I wanted to use a scope weapon, I'd use a rifle. Anything else? No. So 1500 caps worth of crap I can trade from her. I do intend to trade things this time. Okay, right away. Yes, please. Yeah, I'll buy some water. I'm fairly low on that. Pinon nuts. Old cowboy. Balanced grip katana authentic blade. Increased attack speed. I feel it's probably an okay weapon, but it just isn't me. Plasma grenades. Can I buy all of you? Yes. Incendiary. Okay, I'll buy more of the 40mm grenades. We don't have any weapon that uses the 25mm grenades, so I'm not buying them. They do weigh up quite a bit, so no extra. We still get 1000 caps, so nice haul for us. Incendiary. Plasma. Pulse. And normal. Normal being fragmentation, I guess. I want to sneak, so if shooting starts, I'm not going to be the one that gets shot first. Okay, we're spotting hostiles already. And there's no telling how close they are because we have the improved sensors perk. Meaty. That's a hostile. Yeah. I'm guessing people hiding behind the board there. Shit. I shot at the merchant. Okay, Boone is very good. It's a proper sniper, but I accidentally the merchant. It's probably because these explosives have quite a large range of area effect, but we got at least an armor out of it. Although I prefer something a bit heavier for Boone. Leather armor is pretty crappy, at least in this condition. Well, the Viper gang members probably have something. I sort of dislike the improved sensors. I probably mentioned that grenade run. Leather armor reinforced. This is exactly what we needed. Surely there was more than one guy here. Although that would explain why they were angry at me, because I was very careless with my shots. Boone.
Fine by me.
Yeah, take the reinforced leather. Suits you just fine. Now since our protection is gone, there's no need to sneak around. What the hell are these? Below flies. There was some good food we could make out of below flies. We need to give thought to something like that. We need water, we need food, and we can't always have steak and water. We have to get something from the land and take good use of it. Hydra. I'll probably sleep here a little bit. We're right at the edge of getting sleep deprivation. Hostile there. Oh shit, they're cazadors. We're not gonna go there. Cazadors are tough. Tough opponent. So I'm not risking our companions. Not yet. They'll be tough no matter what we do. There's a few combat systems that allow you to engage cazadors without too much worry. And explosive weapons are probably one of the stronger ones. Because cazadors have really one strength, and it's really good one. That's their speed. They have other strengths, but the speed is the one that gives you probably the most the problem. So in order to get rid of that, you need to cripple their wings. And with the explosives, we don't really have to do some kind of precision aiming on them. We just need to get an explosion close enough and they'll do the trick. They might also frenzy like other insects. So instead of attacking us, they might start to attack each other. So a well-placed explosive shot could make a world of difference. Problem is, you still need to be a little bit lucky for that to happen. And I'm not gonna rely on luck. The grenade rifle is not all that amazing. It's fairly hard, at least at this point, for me to get accurate shots with it. I don't really get how this is supposed to work. I get how it's sort of supposed to work, but since I can't adjust the targeting at all, so this iron sight type of aiming will work on certain range, but it won't work on all of them. So I think it's better if I just sort of use it on the hip and just learn it where it more or less flies from there. Those one. Ants. Nothing too troublesome. Cazadors, yeah, they sort of move around constantly, and they're very slow compared to what they will be once they start flying. So they're trouble. Ants. I'm sort of looking for new sites here. I just recalled when we talked to the human thinking he was cool. He was told about coming from a certain bolt. And I got a map marker added at that time, so I wonder if that was a bolt side that we got added to it. Bolt 34, that's probably it. Something about leaving the reactor to him. He was the only one who was... He was engineer responsible for the reactor there, and basically he just started losing his hair and he blamed it on the reactor. He left the bolt. Ooh, acoustic guitar. I've seen one before.
Howdy, little lady.
Yeah, that's a mighty fine guitar you've got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend. This here guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
When was that?
Long time ago now. I never even knew him. Ma always said he was a mysterious fella, always traveling on in secret.
What's your story?
My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting.
Nevertheless, I'm interested.
Well, I was born in a little town out Montana way. Me and Ma didn't have much, ever since my pa up and left.
He abandoned you?
That he did. Never did know why. Ma always said he was a real mysterious fella, even when he was with her. Like he was a stranger sometimes.
Okay. Sounds like you miss him. Is that why you're out here wandering?
Maybe. Maybe I just never felt like I belonged back home.
Must have been hard.
It sure wasn't easy. Ma worked her fingers to the bone to make sure we had enough to survive. And I worked the coal mines from when I was 15. After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my pa and get some answers from him. Been out here looking ever since, but he ain't an easy man to find.
So what will you do when you find him?
Can't say as I really know. Maybe I'll just ask him why. Maybe I'll punch him right in the mouth. Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing sounds like a dumb idea.
Maybe you should move on. Maybe settle down somewhere.
Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a guitar might find a job, huh?
Can't say that I do. Sorry.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, bye.
So long, friend.
Okay, this is the second sort of an artist, I guess, we've encountered in a very short amount of time. One was the singer, and now we have a musician. I can't imagine them being entirely separate from each other. But if there's one place where I thought some kind of an entertainer might have a, even in this kind of wasteland, might be able to make a living, it's definitely Vegas. So I'm guessing it's something that will potentially pop up as an option in the future. I can see a small town being able to provide a living for an artist, not for a full time at least. You'd have to have quite a lot of people, and for them to have money to spend through around. for that weapon. Boulder City. Maybe I should change my weapon. There's nothing wrong with this, but it's very hard to not hit unwanted targets. Suddenly things start appearing. Okay, so that's Boulder City. There are people there, but I want to visit this train part first. Doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear to be a specific site. Hunting rifle. I'll take that. Barstow Express strong. I'm guessing it's meant to be Barstow strong. Lunchbox. Some kind of a bag there. Duffel bag. Ooh, quite a lot of money. Bottle caps. Coyote tobacco chew. Empty jet inhaler. I'll take all of this. Ooh, trail mix. Food minus 240. And this is an insanely powerful healing item too. So we don't have to worry about food with this. We do need to learn a few recipes how to make water. I noticed a few required an empty bottle of some sort. Magazine. And we need to sleep soon. We're starting to have proper, yeah, I'm not proper trouble with some of our. Yeah, nothing special here. It seems like a way to escape the scorpion. Bark scorpion poison gland. So there is such a thing. So I wonder why most of them don't seem to have one. We can hack this. Apparently we can't. And yeah, we need a natural science of 50 fairly soon. 2 points missing. Uh, how many mentats do we have? Quite a lot, so I'll opt for using mentats instead of magazines. We have a lot more of them, and I can't get addicted, so why not? Actions. Not that. Could be that. Yeah, could be this too. And it was. Disengage, fuck this. Pretty much worthless. The experience we got from opening that up was more valuable than the contents of the safe. Boulder City. Bighorn Saloon. What the hell is that? Brahmin running. Okay, I want to meet that merchant. We don't really have anything straight, so on this spot in the year 2277, Rangers and soldiers of the New California Republic turned back the forces of Caesar's legion during the Battle of Hoover Dam. Over 100 men and women gave their lives on Nevada soil to defend local civilians and the principles of the Republic. May this humble stone be an enduring memorial to their valor and sacrifice.
You here to pay your respects too?
What is this memorial?
It commemorates the Battle of Hoover Dam. The Rangers lured the best of Caesar's Legion into Boulder City, then blew the whole town up. The NCR still lost a bunch of troops in the fighting, though. My older brother sacrificed himself, so they could evacuate some of the wounded.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry about it.
Where are you normally stationed?
Camp McCarran, but I'm on leave at the moment, heading back to California to see my folks. I'm supposed to join up with a caravan that's heading that way up at the 188, but they're not due to arrive for a while yet.
Bye.
Bye.
Blew up an entire town. Only about, what, 100? How much did they lose? More than 100. It's not a huge amount of forces. Oh, you can see the Vegas already there, shining in the darkness. Yeah, this town is gone. So where the hell are the guys we are tracking then? The saloon is probably the best place to start. It always is. Even if they can't help you directly, they usually can point you to a direction you want to know. From what I'm gathering about the NCR and the Legion, it seems like Legion has the numbers. NCR might have other advantages, but for them to resort to something like this, like baiting the enemy here and blowing up the entire town, that's not something you do if you figure out you can take them on in any comfortable way in a direct fight. Service rock. He's in a terrible condition. Ooh, Ranger holidays. We're cut off from the rest of the platoon, and there are legionnaires all over the place. There's no chance we can get out of here before they blow the town, so we're going to hold out against them as long as we can. If anyone ever gets this, I'd like to make sure that Private Jeffrey Huey and Corporal Marcus Christensen are commended for their valor and sacrifice. Both have upheld the ideals and honor of the new California Republic with distinction. Ranger Teresa Lutz. Ranger hat, yeah. I don't want to look like a Smokey the Bear. That reminds me, I do want to look like Press Recon. Yeah. I'm not too fond of this, but it's okay. The +5 critical chance makes it worth it. Combat knife. We should have one. We can repair our existing one. Okay, let's head for the bar. See if we can make some progress. I wonder if there's any kind of shops in here. It is at least looks like there's no one really living here. A lot of names. Employees only. It's a nice looking place. Starbulk.
Hey, a customer. Not many people come into Boulder City these days.
And here we have a mighty example of what's the worst possible thing you can do when you have a thingy here. Try to call me over. I mean, I have no idea what goes on in the mind of a person who does that. I mean, if hair is that important to you, just use a wig or try to get an implant or something. For God's sakes, this looks like someone has drawn over your head with some kind of a pencil or something. It sticks out much more than just having your head bald.
What can I get you?
I'll quickly take a look at what he has for sale. Water might be a good thing. Yeah, we can dump some of the. Some of the equipment we picked up, some machine guns. Yeah, I'd rather repair my existing one. I don't mind this weapon, but if only the iron sight was a bit better there. Mm. Grenade rifles pretty much are worthless. A little bit of maze. Yum yum deviled eggs. Nuka-Cola quartz. Yeah, I'm buying all of those. Yeah, sure.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Okay, tell me about Boulder City.
Most of the town is rubble, destroyed during the Battle of Hoover Dam. And the only other thing around here is the concrete mixing yard.
What's the what's the concrete used for?
The NCR has been constructing bunkers up and down the river. From what I've heard, it's a little late for that. Travelers over at the 188, just up the road, said that the Legion has overrun a couple of towns to the south.
Where does the concrete come from?
Most of the limestone comes from Quarry Junction out west, but I hear some death claws overran the quarry. With no work to be had, all the workers around here have wandered off. I'm the only one left in town.
I have a hard time believing that the shopkeeper is the last one leaving town. Who are you selling your crap to? Okay, goodbye.
Come back real soon.
No. Okay, we can't use the grenade rifle to repair mercenary grenade rifle. We're leaving. We have sleep deprivation. Agility -1. I think a sleep deprivation value of 1000 is basically lethal. So you die. Dehydration level. Minor dehydration. What are these hostiles as scorpions? Yeah, Boone is taking care of things. Oh crap.
You're mine.
Yeah. Boone is killing everything. Normal rat scorpions. Small one. For a moment I thought he might have killed a giant one with 2 shots. Would have been an amazing achievement. Okay. See those red enemy markers moving around very fast? They're moving all constantly. That's a sure mark that you have a group of cazadors there. So that's not a direction we'll go towards for any reason. They're probably just right over that hill. As long as we don't actively go after them, they're too far away to cause us any trouble. As much as I dislike the increased sensor range, because it sort of can clutter your sensors from time to time, it is very valuable in avoiding those kind of encounters where you really don't want to encounter anyone. And no cazadors. It's very unlikely we'll accidentally walk into cazadors. Hoover Dam.
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved.
Okay, what's the problem?
One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire from the Great Khans. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the Khans into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The Khans have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages.
What are you going to do about the hostages?
Acceptable casualties, I've been told. I don't like it, but the brass has their reasons.
Yeah, those Great Khans might have something of mine, a platinum chip.
Once the Great Khans have been killed or captured, you're welcome to retrieve any property they've taken from you.
I know I won't be able to negotiate a deal, but I might as well try, because my pathetic speed check might prove some kind of entertainment value. So let me negotiate a deal.
Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... Alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the Great Khans. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in. But it'll probably be too late for you.
I understand.
Good luck.
Well, our other option would have been stealth, but frankly, we suck at that too. So we're gonna fail. We might fail like this. We need to bring the needs down a bit. Sleep. We need an atomic cocktail for that. We need a lot of water to get rid of that. Ah. Okay, now things are looking good again. We could use some fresh food. No, we don't have any. Banana, yucca fruit. Very good. Reduces food, reduces water. So no real negatives. Everything's green again. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. Try not to die. Although I'm more worried about me than them. I'm the one who's going to negotiate. It seems like the cons are all holed up there. They have submachine guns. There's the hostages. I have this close quarter weapon with me, so we have to use the submachine gun if we get into combat. That way someone might survive this.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead.
I got better.
And here I thought us Great Khans were tough to kill. So, what happens now?
Where's the chip?
Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me.
Why don't you just shoot your way out of here? No, I want to ask some questions first.
Yeah? On what?
Why did Benny betray you?
He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up.
You know about the chip.
It's just a big fancy poker chip as far as I know. Don't know why anyone would make one out of platinum, though.
Okay, tell me about Benny.
He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted me with info on a big job. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way I could pass up the chance. Fine.
Why don't you just shoot your way out of here?
I'm not afraid of a gunfight. I'd rather get back to Red Rock without a few extra holes in me if I can help it.
Hmm. Okay, how do we settle this?
What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt.
Okay, let's fail a speed check again. If you let the hostages free now, maybe the NCR would just let you go.
Right, and they'd probably give us all medals, too. Maybe I should kill a hostage because you wasted my time with this shit.
Yeah. Our record with the speed checks is not exactly impressive. I think we failed pretty much everyone. I'm willing to hear suggestions.
We'd try to bribe our way out, but seeing as how Benny didn't pay us yet, that won't happen.
Hmm. Any chance you're willing to surrender?
And face NCR justice? No thanks. I'd rather not spend the next 10 years doing hard labor.
Hmm. Never mind.
Fine.
Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, level 8. I don't really know what to do about these guys. I don't want to go out of my way to secure the passage out of here. But there is I guess the larger picture to consider. And that is, I do know that Great Khan provide most of the chemicals used in this area. So maybe if I rescue some of their guys, I could gain a lot of favor with the Khans, and that way gain access to those chemical suppliers. It depends how much money we're talking about. I, I would consider that to be a worthwhile investment. So level 8. What to pick, what to pick. I don't think we'll need anything specific now, but I'm sort of we're gonna need more sneak, and we're gonna need more repair. We're gonna need more explosive, but those things are far way off. I'm raising science to 55 because that allows us to get it to 75 as needed. Explosives, yeah, keep raising it and keep raising sneak. Sneak is mainly for the fast, silent running or whatever it was called. It's fairly useless as long as we're in a team, but I'm going to make the wild guess that some of our companions might not make it, so it's good to have. And yeah, I think some DLCs also require you to be alone when you start it, so it'll be useful one way or another. Okay, let's take a look at our new perks. Commando, gain increased accuracy in VATS, totally useless. Quick draw, equipping and holstering your weapon 50% faster. Um, this is potentially very good. It depends how you play. If you have to change weaponry during fights, I would say this is certainly a worthwhile thing to take. But considering what our weapon of choice, maybe we're going to throw some kind of a grenade or two, maybe switch to pistols. It's not worth it. We're not going to be alternating weapons all that much. Scrounger, extra ammunition. Not all that useful. We're not relying heavily on any ammunition based that we can just find. So what we're probably going to rely mostly on ammunition we buy from shopkeepers, like with the run 9mm pistol at the moment, and then use explosives. So Scrounger, while good, is not great for us. We have better ones to pick. Imperialists. 15% extra damage. And the bonus to hit in VATS against raiders, junkies, and tribals. No. Stonewall. +5 damage threshold against all melee and unarmed attacks and cannot be knocked down in combat. This is actually a very good perk, but again, not really for us. If things get to melee range against us, we basically screwed up already. Strong back. Can carry extra 50 pounds of equipment. Yes. It's not a mandatory thing. But since every piece of ammunition weighs something, we need to counteract that with something else, and I feel 50 pounds, that's like 5 extra strength points. It's worth it. Yes. Give it to me. So how much can we carry? 270. Yep. I'll go with the bribery option for now. I'm buying favor with the cons in general. That's my intention at least.
How are the negotiations with the Great Khans going?
How much money would it take for you to look the other way while the Great Khans left?
You mean, just let them go? How would I explain this to my superiors?
Look at it this way, nobody dies.
500 caps would go a long way for some soldiers' families.
Yeah, we have a chance to pay left quarter. Okay, way too much. Bring the price down and I'll consider it.
You're asking me to accept a bribe. I'd like to make sure the risk to my career and freedom benefits the families of my troops.
Fine.
This doesn't feel quite right, but it resolves things and gets my troopers back in one piece. Shoot.
Might as well ask him about things before he disappears. What happened to Boulder City?
Destroyed during the Battle of Hoover Dam a couple years ago. The town was set up as a trap for Caesar's Legion. The sharpshooters and the Rangers picked off the Legion's veterans from a distance, and the rest of the Legion just rushed on in. Then boom.
Any info on Hoover Dam?
It's one of the biggest sources of electrical power in the region, so the NCR's fortified the place pretty heavily. When President Kimball shows up on his inspection tour, I'm sure he'll be confident that the dam's safe and secure.
Ooh, the president is coming. Well, okay, where is McCarran?
Camp McCarran is the headquarters for the NCR military in this region. It occupies the old airport next to New Vegas.
Yeah, the president is coming to Hoover Dam.
It's probably just a political thing. You know, give a few speeches, shake hands with the troops, boost morale.
That's a bit risky. You have basically a front line that is staring at an enemy army. You're having the leader of your nation come visit there. That's very, very risky. Okay, anything you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're an outlaw group primarily trafficking in drugs and other contraband. They usually stay out of NCR territory, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get access to some of those drugs and contraband.
All right,
Yep, goodbye.
ma'am.
Yeah, time to tell them the good news. 500 caps is like a single weapon. It means nothing to me.
I'm getting real tired of talking.
Yeah, the NCR troopers have been paid to look the other way.
And we are out of here. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him.
But
Yeah, go on.
yeah, we bought some goodwill with the Great Khans. That's good. That is great. Wait for these guys to leave before starting to steal things. What's so special about Benny's lighter? Is it a thing? No. Engraved cigarette lighter. Ooh, a lot of chemicals. McMurphy. Great Khan's suit armor. Bandana. It's a grey one. I don't like grey ones. If you're gonna wear a bandana, it has to be something flashy. Grey one's no good. Overall, I'd consider this quite a huge success for us. Now we know who the man we're after is, what his position in the community is, and pretty much we have 100% guaranteed information that we can't trust him at all, not one bit. He'll screw over even his allies. Just to save a few bucks. I understand the logic behind it, but the problem I have with it is that it's too short-term thinking. You're looking at the situation from an individual transaction basis instead of having to give in much value to things like you have a reputation. Is the money you're going to save from this really worth the fact that you'll be branded as an untrustworthy business partner as far as everyone else is concerned? And also you are probably going to make pretty much guaranteed that the Great Khans will not work for you again unless you provide some kind of significant compensation before they do anything for you. So you're screwing yourself over the long run for probably a very minor gain. There might be situations that warrant that trade-off, but usually I wouldn't risk it, because you can't know what the future holds for you. You might need allies, and suddenly you can't have them because of you wanted to save a few bucks. You might want to negotiate some kind of deals, but no one will deal with you. You might get a better opportunity to screw people over, and you're never going to get it because no one trusts you. So it would have to be a pretty exceptional situation to try something like that. Something like you would have to be guaranteed for life. If you make it, if you can get this one thing to work for you, you'll never have to do anything in your life again to plasma grenades, to provide income for yourself. You'll be set for life. It has to be that kind of a deal to screw over your future business relations. Maybe it was, but I doubt that. Because that also implies that you're intending to get out of the business. You want to continue in it. You probably don't want to do short-term things like that. Surprising amount of loot here. Spiked knuckles. Very, very valuable. 1 weight unit and value over 170. Same with the combat knife. Value isn't spectacularly high, but it's very high per weight unit. We're carrying stuff that's worth much less.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
This rubble is slippery. Watch your step.
No, it's not. It's rubble.
Man, this place is a mess. This rubble is slippery. Watch your step.
Yeah, no, it's rubble.
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
Yeah, didn't expect you here. How did you get here?
Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
You see what happened in there.
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me.
I disagree. He was fairly confident with his use of the weapon, and he basically looked me in the eye when he killed me. He didn't flinch at all, or hesitate or anything. Did you see Benny come this way?
Fancy Pants? No, I ain't seen hide and hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas, though.
Yeah, I don't like being followed, but I am not going to say it to him. It's good to see you again, Victor.
Yep, but this is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Goodbye.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round. Howdy, partner.
I wonder if Victor is going to move. No, he's just staying there.
Thanks for the rescue.
Man, I thought I was dead for sure.
Yeah, confront Benny at the Tops Casino. Yeah, now we have a clear goal to go after.